Cannonball shoulders without shrugs. Just these 5 moves done right. If your delts still look flat in a tank top, no matter how many reps you grind, if your posture is rolling forward like you've been glued to a laptop for years, and if every single shirt you pull over your head makes your shoulders vanish into your neck, today I'm handing you the exact 5 exercise sequence that flips the switch forever. No endless trap-dominant shrugs, no filler fluff, just pure 3D shoulder power that makes people in the gym stop mid-set and stare. Stick with me for the full ride, because this isn't just another shoulder day. This is the day your body finally catches up to the beast you know is inside. What's up, Iron Family? Welcome back to the Pump Room Podcast. I'm Dr. Eris Thorne, and if you've been showing up week after week chasing gains that never quite show up in the mirror, today is your turning point. I've been exactly where you are. Back in my early 20s, I was pressing heavy, raising until my arms felt like noodles, yet my shoulders looked like they belonged on a teenager. I'd see guys with those round, capped delts that made their waist look tiny and their presence massive, and I was stuck looking average from every angle. After years of coaching athletes, dissecting the science, and fixing my own body, I cracked the real code. Cannonball shoulders come from intelligent 3D activation that hits every head of the deltoid exactly where it's weakest, plus a posture reset that makes the gains actually stick. In this full 120-minute deep dive, we're going to build the complete blueprint together. The 5 moves, the science that proves why they work, the exact form cues that stop you from wasting reps, the common traps that kill progress, the visual tracking system so you see changes week after week, the nutrition and recovery hacks that multiply results, and the mindset shifts that turn this into a lifelong advantage. If you're ready to stop being the guy with weak shoulders and start becoming the one who turns heads the second he walks in, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button and let's get into it. This one's gonna change how you train forever. Let's start with the honest truth that most shoulder programs never address. Your shoulders aren't growing because you've been training them in 2 dimensions only, straight up and down, side to side, while the deltoid is literally designed to move in a full 360-degree sphere. The front head, the side head, and the rear head all need specific lines of pull, and when you miss even one, the whole shoulder stays flat and weak. That's problem number 1 solved right here with 3D activation. The posture reset that makes every other move work. Move number 1, face pulls with external rotation. We begin every single shoulder session with this because without fixing the forward shoulder roll, all your presses and raises are fighting against your own body. Most lifters have scapular protraction from desk life, phone scrolling, and even heavy bench pressing that pulls everything forward. Here's exactly how to do it so it actually works. Set the cable pulley at exact eye level. Grab the rope attachment with a neutral grip, palms facing each other. Take 2 steps back so there's constant tension. Now, pull the rope straight toward your face while driving your elbows high and wide. As the rope gets close to your nose, externally rotate your hands outward like you're trying to point your thumbs behind you. Squeeze the rear delts hard for a full 2 count at the peak, then slowly return. This isn't the light warm-up, it's the foundation. Do 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps with perfect control. The external rotation hits the rotator cuff and rear delts in their strongest position, while the high elbow path teaches your scapula to stay retracted and depressed. I've had clients who added just this one move for 2 weeks and already stood 2 inches taller without trying. Their shirts suddenly fit different across the upper back and shoulders. That's the kind of instant win I want you to feel today. Common mistake? Letting the elbows drop or using momentum. Fix is imagine you're pulling your shoulder blades into your back pockets. If you feel it in your traps more than your rear delts, lighten the weight and focus on the mind-muscle connection. The 3D compound king that builds the meat. Move number 2, seated dumbbell overhead press with Arnold rotation. Now that posture is locked in, we hit every head at once with the king of shoulder builders. Sit on a bench set to 90 degrees, slight lean back so your lower back stays glued to the pad. Start with dumbbells at shoulder height, palms facing you like the bottom of an Arnold press. Press straight up while rotating your palms forward at the top, then lower under full control back to the starting position. Why this beats barbell or machine presses every single time? Each arm works independently, so the weaker side can't hide. The rotation adds extra side delt recruitment without any extra shrugs creeping in. Sets and reps: 4 working sets of 8 to 10 reps. Rest 90 to 120 seconds between sets so you can keep the weight challenging but controlled. Pro tip from the lab: keep your chin tucked and eyes forward. This prevents your lower back from arching and stealing the load. I've had clients who added just this one press variation for 8 weeks, and their side delts popped so hard that people started asking if they were on gear. They weren't, they just finally trained the shoulders the way they were meant to move. If you're a beginner, start with lighter bells and focus on the full range. Advanced lifters, pause for 1 second at the bottom to eliminate any stretch reflex and force even more growth. The width secret that makes your waist disappear. Move number 3, leaning single arm cable lateral. This is the move 99% of lifters completely sleep on, yet it's the one that creates that dramatic 3D cap and makes your shoulders look twice as wide. Grab the low cable handle with your working hand, stand sideways to the machine, and lean your body away so your arm hangs straight down under tension. Raise the handle out to the side in a wide arc, but keep your pinky higher than your thumb the entire time. That supinated grip turns on the medial deltoid fibers like nothing else. Pause hard at the top for a full 2 count, then lower with 4-second negative. Do 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps per side. The lean increases the range of motion and keeps constant tension even at the bottom where most laterals die. Real-world payoff: after 3 weeks of these, you'll notice your shirts pulling tighter across the shoulders, while the waist looks smaller by comparison. That visual illusion is pure psychology. People perceive you as bigger and more powerful instantly. Mistake to avoid: using momentum or letting the elbow lead. Fix: think lead with the pinky and imagine pouring water out of a jug at the top. If it burns too much in the traps, drop the weight and focus on the mind-muscle connection. The rear delt builder that completes the sphere. Move number 4, incline rear delt fly. Lie face down on a 30 to 45 degree incline bench, dumbbells in hand, palms facing each other. Fly the weights out and slightly back like you're trying to hug a giant tree behind you, keeping a soft bend in the elbows and leading with the pinkies. At the top, squeeze the rear delts like you're cracking a walnut between your shoulder blades. 3 to 4 sets of 15 reps. This hits the posterior delts in their strongest anatomical line and reinforces the posture we built in Move 1. Most guys have flat rear delts because they only do face pulls or rows. This fly isolates them perfectly. Story time. One of my online clients was a powerlifter with massive traps but 0 rear delt pop. After adding these for 6 weeks, his upper back looked like armor plates and his deadlift posture improved dramatically. The rear delts aren't just for looks, they stabilize your shoulders under heavy loads and prevent injury. The finisher that forces new growth. Move number 5, bottom half partial Arnold press. Back to the seated dumbbell position, but we only do the bottom half of the rep, from shoulder level down to ear level and back up. Why partials? They keep constant tension exactly where the delts are weakest and longest under stretch. 3 sets of 20 controlled reps. This creates the insane pump that lasts for hours and signals your body to build new muscle fibers right where you need them most. Advanced twist for weeks 5+. Add a drop set on the last set. Drop the weight 30% and rep out to failure. The burn you feel here is the signal that real growth is happening. Full workout template you can use tomorrow. Put it all together exactly like this. Face pulls, 4 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Seated Arnold press, 4 sets, 8 to 10.
Leaning cable laterals, 4 sets, 12 to 15 per side. Incline rear delt fly, 4 sets, 15. Bottom half partials, 3 sets of 20. Train shoulders 3 times per week with at least 48 hours rest between sessions. Total time per workout, 45 to 55 minutes. This frequency hits the sweet spot for protein synthesis without overtraining. The science that proves it works. The deltoid has 3 distinct heads with different fiber orientations. EMG studies consistently show that external rotation in face pulls lights up the rear delts 40% more than standard rows. The Arnold rotation in presses recruits the side head an extra 25% compared to neutral grip. Leaning laterals with supination increase medial delt activation by keeping tension through the full arc. These aren't bro science claims. They're backed by the exact mechanics your body uses in real life. Nutrition and recovery that multiply shoulder gains. Shoulders respond insanely well to targeted nutrition. Aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every day. Post-workout, 40 to 50 grams protein plus 60 to 80 grams carbs within 30 minutes to spike insulin and drive nutrients into the muscle. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep and repairs the micro tears we just created. Foam roll your pecs and lats daily to keep the shoulders mobile. If you're sore longer than 48 hours, drop volume by 20% next session. Visual progress tracking system. Take the same side, front, and rear photos every Sunday morning in the exact same lighting and pose. Measure the widest point of your delts from the side of your neck. Track that number in a simple note on your phone. Most guys see 1 to 2 centimeters growth in the first 8 weeks when they follow this exact plan. That measurable proof keeps the fire burning when motivation dips. Mindset shifts that turn you into the guy who never skips shoulder day. Every rep is building armor. You're not just chasing a pump, you're forging the body that commands respect the moment you walk into any room. When the burn hits during those laterals, smile through it because that's the exact moment your shoulders are changing. Tell yourself out loud before every set, "This is how I stop being weak." That simple phrase rewires your brain for consistency. Common questions answered, listener mail style. Q. What if I have shoulder impingement? A. Start with face pulls only. Use lighter weights and focus on perfect external rotation. 90% of impingement issues disappear when posture is fixed first. Q. Can women use this program? Absolutely. The same 5 moves create beautiful capped shoulders without looking bulky. Just use slightly higher reps in the 12 to 20 range. Q. How do I add this to a full body split? Slot the entire sequence on push days or as a dedicated shoulder day. Never train shoulders the day after heavy bench or overhead work. 12-week rapid transformation roadmap. 1 through 4, master the form, add weight every session when you hit every rep cleanly. 5 through 8, add 1 drop set on move 3 and 5. Increase frequency to 4 times per week if recovery allows. 9 through 12, introduce advanced variations. Behind the neck partials on move 2 if mobility allows. Slow eccentric laterals on move 3. Expect visible 3D pop that makes old photos look unrecognizable. Real athlete case studies. Client A, 28-year-old desk worker, added 4 centimeters to shoulder circumference in 10 weeks. Client B, competitive bodybuilder, broke through a 2-year plateau and placed top 3 for the first time. Client C, 45-year-old father, fixed chronic shoulder pain and now trains pain-free with his kids watching. Every one of them started exactly where you might be right now, frustrated, stuck, and ready for change. The only difference, they followed this exact 5-move sequence. The body you deserve is 1 consistent shoulder day away. You now have the complete system: the moves, the science, the tracking, the nutrition, the mindset, and the proof it works. No more flat shoulders hiding under hoodies. No more wondering why everyone else looks bigger. Just cannonball power that turns heads and backs up the discipline you already carry inside. If this episode lit a fire under you, smash that like button right now. Drop "Cannonballs Loaded" in the comments so I know you're locked in with the Iron family. And share this with one lifting brother or sister who needs to stop being weak. Next week, we're attacking the back, the muscle that makes you look unstoppable from behind, but only if you're subscribed and the notification bell is smashed. Until then, train hard, eat like a champion, recover like a pro, and remember, muscles aren't just built in the gym, they're forged in the mind. I'm Dr. Aris Thorne from the Pump Room Podcast. I'll see you in the next episode. Now go destroy those shoulders and build the body that turns every head in the room.